you do, and why International Day for Men? What is the what's the purpose of it?
Well, for sure, no problem. I mean, good afternoon to everyone here. My name is Amilka Sanatan. I'm the Assistant Director for Gender Affairs in the Gender Affairs Division. We are part of Gender and Child Affairs in the Office of the Prime Minister. So we are the national gender machinery. That's just a big way to say that we have a group of dedicated staff looking at the practical and strategic needs of women, men, girls and boys in the society. And what does that mean? When people talk about, I are concerned about the academic performance of men. Well, I will tell you, throughout the Caribbean, 26% of young people, young men and young women, fail English A. But when we look at males, 33% of young men fail English A. So we should not detract the attention that we need to have on the alarming rates that both girls and boys are underperforming at the regional level. But we could say that 1/3 of boys failing a compulsory subject is going to produce some very adverse results in the labor market. And also for themselves, fulfilling their educational potential. And then what the state is doing to produce quality education. So that is a way that from gender affairs, we're not here for the taxi talk, but we have to listen to what people talk about in taxis. But we're going to say on the macro level, how are these patterns playing out with wage gaps, the disparities between them, but also the way people perform in the economy and the social sector. Coming to this topic of International Men's Day, which was really pioneered in a big way. He wasn't the only voice, but Dr. Jerome Tiloxing from Trinidad and Tobago, he's a historian and a lecturer at the University of the West Indies. Us supporting that work in the Gender Affairs Division is to say, not just men matter, but we could engage men and boys for gender equality. Gender equality is a goal of nations. Every time I talk to people about that, and I would give room because I know the focus is on mental health, they say gender equality, that is your opinion, buddy. This is a national goal. Why? Because it's a recognition that each person, man, woman, boy or girl, could explore their full human potential. How you want to govern your house, how you want to govern this radio studio, how you want to govern the conversations in your car. Families have that approach. Communities have that approach. But a society must say, there is an equal basis upon which we must move through our social, economic, political, health outcomes on everything. So when we come to mental health, it's not that the system leave men behind. It's that there are social beliefs that men had for years that say you must break your hand, get busted. Yeah, people get busted and go home. Don't report it to police. Don't report it to a doctor. Or that you had to get a stroke and fall on and somebody have to see you. You know how many men ail and in pain and will not communicate to their families that they're on medication, that they privately went and procured it. Some people on joint insurance plans and it's a secret to the other person, even though they are beneficiary on the same financial product or insurance product. And now we are looking at these cultural beliefs around manhood that make us see sickness or disability as being less manly. That is where the Gender Affairs Division works with our colleagues in public health, work with our colleagues in education to say, we're not just creating more systems or more hospitals or mobilizing men into services, but there are beliefs we have to address while we provide quality public infrastructure.